is your thinking at number 4 with Aaron Gordon, and did you guys have a chance, and did you try to move up?
Well, we're very excited to add Aaron to the team. You know, as we went through the process, there were quite a few things that stood out about him that we really grew to like, and mainly his competitiveness, his desire to want to play team basketball, and to truly try to impact the game in a variety of ways. And just his penchant to compete, his toughness, his athleticism as well, were all things that we feel are good building blocks or good ingredients for him to develop into a good player.
Okay, John?
Did you ever have a chance to move up?
Yeah, sorry, Brian. You know, we looked at a lot of things. You know, a lot of discussions, and sometimes the discussions don't lead to anything. But we certainly put the work in and put the effort into to try to determine what opportunities actually existed for us. And at the end of the day, we felt comfortable with selecting it at 4 and 12.
John?
Rob, Aaron says he prides himself on being a lockdown defender and his nastiness and toughness defensively. How much did that appeal to you, that he's not only athletic but also physical and a guy who can really defend?
Yeah, it appealed very much to us. Yeah, I think anytime you have someone who wants to defend and gets excited about defending, that's a positive thing in our eyes. And his desire to want to compete at that end of the floor is genuine in our opinion, and we feel that'll bode well for him in his career and also for our team.
Josh?
Rob, what was it that impresses you about Elfrid Payton, and why was it necessary to trade a protected first-round pick, future protected first-round pick, for a guy who was drafted 2 spots ahead of number 12?
Sure. You know, the draft's a fluid thing. Elfrid, going into the draft, was someone that we had targeted if we could get him. And again, you know, I'm going to sing a similar tune. We love his toughness. We love his competitiveness. We love his desire to want to play defense and want to compete at that end of the floor. So as the draft started to fall and things started to shake out, we felt it was worth it to go and acquire him using some of the assets we have moving into the future.
Rob, with Victor, Aaron, and now Elfrid, it would appear that you have a defensive trend there. But with trading Aaron Aflalo today, are there any concerns about you guys' ability to be able to score?
You know, to be determined, Brian. I think, you know, you're accurate in that those 3 individuals enjoy playing defense, and we believe in all 3 of those guys at both ends of the floor, and we're excited to see them develop and grow into what we believe will be quality 2-way players.
Go ahead, Josh.
Rob, what was your rationale for trading Aaron Aflalo? And it has been reported that you had an offer from a team in the mid-20s for the draft, and that the Magic declined that offer. Is that accurate?
It's a good question, Josh. I'm going to have to hit the pause button on that answer. I'm not at liberty to speak about anything specific related to your question until we have approval from the league office. But I'll get back to you on that one.
Okay.
Rob, Aaron was mainly a back-to-the-basket guy in college. You know, the knock on him was his jump shot a little bit. He said the day he was in here, he actually was feeling it, had a great day shooting. Did that impress you, maybe the work that he's put in on his jump shot?
Yeah, you know, his visit all around impressed us. And, you know, Aaron knows that his jump shot's a work in progress. He'll be the first to admit that. And, you know, we're confident that he's going to work as hard as he can to improve it. And we feel like he will improve over time.
Okay, Philip?
When we talked to Aaron earlier, and I mentioned that there's a possibility that you would acquire Elfrid Payton, he seemed pretty excited. Did you see anything from maybe watching some of their games together last summer in the FIBA World Championship, that there was some chemistry between them, and did you think about that at all when you were making the decision to acquire Elfrid?
It was a factor. I think as we were watching those games, their competitive nature stood out to us, and their ability to impact the game in a variety of ways left a positive impression on us. So it was a factor, to be honest with you, yeah.
Okay, we have time for a couple more, so.
Rob, what was your thinking of passing on Exum and Smart at 4? Did you just think Gordon was the better pick there? And how much did you feel that you had this other deal to get paid?
Brian, we liked Aaron. We felt he was the right fit for us at this particular time in the evolution of our team. There were a lot of good players that we had to look at, and there were going to be a lot of good players who we didn't select that are going to have really good NBA careers. In that sense, it was a very difficult decision, but we're excited about adding Aaron Gordon to the team and the community.
Okay, Shane?
Rob, was it always Aaron at 4? Was Embiid in play until he was taken?
Yeah, good question. Again, I'm not going to comment specifically on why we did something or why we didn't. Aaron Gordon, all along, really started to gain a lot of momentum within our office as we learned more and more about him, and we became pretty confident that he was the right selection for us at this particular time.
Okay, Dick?
Hey, Rob, Aaron's free throw percentage, 42%, I think. Do you think that's like an aberration? Can that be, that's obviously unacceptable in the NBA. Do you have confidence that he can make that acceptable?
Yeah, we do. We do. Again, Aaron Gordon is an intelligent individual who really understands and has the awareness, I think, to identify where his strengths lie and where the different areas of his game that need improvement lie. And he'll be the first to tell you that he needs to improve his free throw shooting, and he'll be the first to tell you that he's excited about the challenge of doing that.
Okay, last question, Josh?
Rob, what does the addition of a 20-year-old point guard do to the future of Jameer Nelson, and what does it mean for what position Victor Oladipo will play in the coming years?
Sure, good question, Josh. So I would say, as it relates to Jameer, that's going to be determined. We got to take the next few days as we lead into free agency to determine exactly how the pieces fit. And what was the second part of your question?
Not sure I can remember. Oh, what does Peyton's presence do in terms of where Victor Oladipo will play?
Yeah.
Good question. Yeah.
Not sure yet. Not sure. We feel like Elford's a really good addition to the team and is going to help